Good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning, whenever someone may see this. Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, streaming from Studio B. You heard me make reference to Studio B. It is a upstairs spare room where I'm making use of some space to do some quick work, you might say. I've just upgraded the computer to the Mac Mini M4, waiting on some larger hard drives to be able to contain more stuff. But this is where I want to do the very quick files. If I'm going to have a one-on-one consultation, rather than going downstairs in the basement to the main studio, I can actually have it right here, you might say. Put some daylight around. If you see the sunlight right there, I'm not in the basement. So I've got a couple of viewer requests that are still in the queue. One is a very long song. If you don't see my picture, it's because I don't have a camera set up yet to show me. Again, this is not the formal studio. I'd have to put up a whole lot of poles to be able to hold the camera. I may look at getting a little mini cam to put up here. I could do it through my iPhone, but I have nothing to hold it. You don't need to see me though. You know what I look like. But just in case, let me add an image of me so that you know that it is me. Give me a chance to pull it up. Where are you? Uh-oh, I don't have that drive connected that has my image on it. Maybe it's over here. Let me see. Welcome to those that are coming in. Let's see if I should have that image in here. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Looking for an image I made. I thought I had saved it on this computer when I brought everything over. Doesn't look like I did though. As I say, it is me. Okay, tell you what, we'll bring this one over. I took this probably 2 or 3 years ago. So you know that it's me. There we go. So if I don't move, it's because it's just an image. So you know it's me. There we go. All right. So one of the requests is for a song, Full and Complete. It is a old-time gospel song. It is a very intent song. One of our viewers has been requesting that I have a video. Do I have one of it? We've covered it in some of the other lives because it is such a, it's a full song. Chords are very long and drawn out. So we'll air some of it and for this viewer, and then we will give our take and our breakdown on it. Full and Complete. We just pull it up. By Walter Hawkins. We just remap my sound so that it comes through. Oh, actually, okay, we'll do this. See if this works. Okay, you can't hear it yet. I have to remap the sound. Here we go, and but we know that YouTube is going to come after me anyway for airing some of it. So full and complete. It's a changeover gospel song. It has key of A flat. Let me remap my, oh, it is A flat, okay. Make sure the Cordy app, good, the Cordy app is up and running. So this is for the viewer that had requested full and complete. Just making some changes here on the program. Okay. And I should be seeing okay, we're looking to see if I don't see any comments. Let me pull you up on another device. Again, I'm not on the main system, so I don't have two screens. Give me a chance to pull up so I don't miss any comments. My channel. Switch to the Google Fi wireless flexible plan and only pay for the data. Yes, I do get ads too. Unlimited calls and texts. Okay, so I can watch the chat now. And the audio is good. All right. Let's just put this right here. All right. So, again, full and complete Walter Hawkins, an era of gospel music that I'd like to see come back, even if it's just for a nostalgia tour, you might say. And yes, this is not the same keyboard. This is the Chrome, Korg Chrome 88 keyboard. This is the one that has been in limbo, waiting for the Yamaha to finally give up the ghost, you might say. But since it didn't, I brought it out to use for Studio B. Now, as always, these lessons are to help the viewer who requested the song. So a lot of the newer musicians may not get these chords because the viewer should only request a song that they are capable of learning from this standpoint. So let's go back and listen to that opening because these chords will come back. So that is the opening part right there. Again, it's going to repeat because the song is a very long song, but those are your chords right there. And it is a style that is not being used today. So you have to be able to hear what the pianist is doing, because the piano players of that era were the lead instruments. The organ was the background. Didn't have a guitar playing back there. A lot of aux sounds filling up the music. So the piano player had to be skillful to be able to not only support the soloist but keep the timing with the drummer. So you see me doing the rhythmic part. Those are rhythmic chords. These are rhythmic chords. So you have to have a good left hand, because the left hand is not only going to play bass, but it's also going to play assist chords with what the right hand is doing. Music really for the piano should be within this range right here, these chords right here. But when it branches out and the bass hand goes down, now this is left empty. So you've got to be able to go hold to fill these chords, the bass. And come back to that middle so that those tones in that register are not left out. Let's go forward a bit to the changes. I will work things out. Yes, I will. So those are the iconic moves of that era. All right, continue more. For now is the time. Flat 7. So there's that change chord, which is a minor. And again, practicing scales helps you hear when a chord changes from a major to a minor. Just one note change. And of course the assisted chords that are along with it. Major 6, minor 6. There's only one way to recognize those changes, and that is to practice them first. Major, minor. When you practice both major and minor scales, when you hear those notes played, you will pick them up a lot quicker in your ears, and then you'll be able to find it on the piano. Back up a little bit. See. There it is. And we'll pick up from right there. All right, this is the long version of gospel music from this era. They dragged everything out and threw in the kitchen sink of chords. Let me see. Walking chords. The two. All right, so that part we covered already. Again, it's a long song. It's 13 minutes, and we're not going to do 13 minutes. I'm sure YouTube is looking at me, or the AI saying, we hear the song in the background. It's got 300,000 views in 10 years, so someone did and still loves to hear this song. Again, this is an era that is no longer, what's the word I want to use? Active. Let's pull ahead a little bit, see if there are any other changes, or do they just drag it out? So we've gone over those chords. As you can see, this is just repeating it. Let's go further. Let's see what else happens.
No matter how far you have to go, He will wash you. You got to give Jesus your life. He's the only one that can wash.
All right, so this is near the end of the song, the vamp. Now, some may say, well, they're going between the 1 and the 4. No, because the bass player is staying in the 1, which is why I have the issue with the number system aficionados. In the 1, you could have a dozen different chords in the 1. So you're going to have to clarify or give a descriptive chord structure in the 1. Three chords already, but in the 1. And that's where we are right now. Those are the chords. Let's listen to the end. Okay, so they come in with the 4 on the tail end of the chords. Again, you're looking at the chords, the minor, short up doing it. Preacher chords. My chord would have been here. I'm on my different piano. That's not my chord there. There it is. The jazz minor scale. That's where they're now in. All right, I think there's not much left. About another 2.5 minutes. All right, so there's a timing there. You'll have to hear it, though, to catch it. 1, 2, 3. There it is. So that pretty much covers full and complete. Who joined us? Welcome, Frederick. Can you learn new rhythm on piano by watching dancers? Don't quite understand your question, Frederick. Uh, New rhythm by, not sure about that question. Am I still live? I guess if you were watching dancers and you wanted to compose music around them to their movements, that's the only thing I could think about. 'Cause I have composed a dance piece for a choreographer back in my past. It's actually copyrighted and is available on YouTube, called Sound of Africa. And the request was to create something for a dance troupe that um, that has um, the same time limit as Lion King song, but can't be the Lion King. So I had to go into my brain bank of some tones, and I actually created an entire piece. Again, I can't air it here because it'll come up on it. It was done in E flat. And of course, I did that with the N Sonic keyboard, which gave me some beautiful tones to practice that too. What if I could do this? This keyboard does have a combi section, which has I can't see because of the lighting in here. See if I can block out the light. There we go. It has an orchestra. I haven't looked for it in a long time, so let's see if I can. Actually, I should be able to just key it up. So this has a push button display here. Here we go. Orchestra. Where's the orchestra I used to like? That's not it. Orchestra mezzo. One of the things I loved about this keyboard when I did use it was the additional software music I could create with it. That's not the one I want. Let's see if I can scroll past these, find some. Avant chamber, woodwinds. It's not the one I'm looking for. There's a full. I'll try that one. I haven't played that since I did that production back in 1995. Let me see. that in there. And I had 4 days to write it. So in 4 days I wrote it, saved it to a cassette tape back then, and the rest is history. Let me pull up Sound of Africa. I'll let you hear some of it. It's my piece, so let's see. Sam Tolbert. So you can hear a piece of it. Here it is. I'll let you hear part of it. Oh yes, I put in sound effects also. Oh, different key. And this was created for a dance theater group. Created within 4 days. A while ago. So yes, it is possible to create music for dancers. Mimic the church members' dance moves. If you know exactly what they're going to do, it's good just to pick a song that that you know and let them dance to that song versus you dancing to what they're doing, because you don't know what their tempo is going to be. A metronome is good for setting your internal tempo. Let me come out of this. But a drum pattern is actually better. The lighting. I've got to fix the light that's coming through the blinds. This keyboard does have built-in rhythms, 1,000 of them, I believe. I haven't gone through more than 25 that I like. This is one of the rhythms that I like, and I can adjust the tempo of it, which is good for helping to build your actual syncopation. Now, if somebody were going to be dancing, it can't be too fast, so they got to be able to step, they've got to be able to turn. So if you were to say to take the song, let's see, church song, let's go a little faster. Let's go with, let's see, if they were going to dance to this. Now you want a key that's going to be very light, so that could be anywhere from A flat, B flat would be pretty good. Let's see, Lord, I lift your name on high. Working with their steps. So depend upon, again, how they're actually going to be stepped. How you doing, Bruce? No, that's not the Yamaha. This is the Korg Chrome. This is Studio B, my upper room in my house with some sunlight, and it gives me a space to work on special projects. And 88 keys. And change keys. Go to B major. C sharp. Change to C. So you can almost do anything behind dances. Do you still play the B3? Not an actual B3. I play a virtual one. In fact, I should be able to bring up the virtual one on this system because I did load it on here. Let's see, my virtual B3 is, there you are. There's my virtual B3. Except I have to remap the MIDI to, interesting, it doesn't see. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on that. It doesn't see my Korg as a viable MIDI device. Of course, I'll need to load the drivers in for it. Okay, so I can't do the organ. What's this? Nope. All right, so I can't do the virtual organ because it doesn't see the MIDI for the Korg, but this is the, doesn't even see my audio. That's interesting. It worked on my other keyboard output device. One second, where is MIDI? Audio, MIDI output, left channel, MIDI input. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you are. There's my organ. Because I don't have a controller for the drawbar to do it manually. Can't go too far down because of the amount of drawbars I have. It goes right into the presets. course, you're not hearing it because I got to remap. Let's remap the audio. Give me a second to remap the audio. This is the new system, so I may have to upgrade the audio device too. Let's see. Capture 6. Okay, so you're not getting the audio coming from the organ on this system. Let's change this setting to go to. I'm not sure if you're hearing me. There was a crash of OBS when I was doing some changes. This lets me know that I'm limited on this system for what I wanted to do, that I normally do downstairs. Butter. One, two, three. Don't know if anybody's still here. Can you still hear me? It says the stream is still on. I had to restart OBS. Hold on, let me. One, two, three. Okay, stream is on, but there's no audio. Let me do a reset. Let's reset you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to reset everything because there's no audio coming over after I reset OBS. So let's reset this. I'm just trying to hear if anything is coming over. Okay, so that's coming over now. Doo-doo-doo. It is not capturing the sound from the organ. That's what I think took everything out. So let's kill that. Okay, the organ is down. Sorry for the miscue there. Didn't realize the organ would have taken it out. I've got more memory on this system and a larger hard drive, but apparently all the sound drivers are not in place. So the question about do I do tracks for Logic? I'm looking at Logic. I'm currently on Studio One, and it's up for the subscription renewal, and they charged my credit account, and it won't allow it to go through. And I've been trying to go to Studio One to cancel the subscription because that's a lot of money to pay just to use the software. With Logic, you pay one price, and you pretty much have the same features. It's just a different looking interface. That is the changeover that I'm looking at doing on this system, is to put Logic on it. I have Pro Tools on the system downstairs, and I stopped the subscription on that one also because I still had an actual perpetual license on the Pro Tools system. And since I'm not doing a lot of work other than creating my own music for my AI singers, I don't need to be upgrading that for their amount every year, and I'm just doing the same work. Of course, this room, as you can see, I've got sunlight coming right through the blinds, and I'm going to have to either put a shade up here to cover that. Although I do like the natural light, sort of keeps me from having to get put lights up in this room. But that's why this is going to be a work in progress. Well, thank you, Bible Wisdom. The traditional gospel style has always been a part of me, only because I got an opportunity as a youngster to throw my input into the changeover of gospel music. Now, of course, today everybody's in this vibe sound. Which I have no problem with. It's just that you really can't do a lot of gospel with it, in a sense. But you can do some of this newer stuff. And just put some music to it. So yes, I have ability to do anything musically. There's nothing musically that I can't tackle. And now with AI singers, I can just throw anything in there. Where is, in fact, let me see if I can pull this. Let's see if this won't crash. I brought up my downstairs AI tracks for up here for, oh, for testing. So let's see if I can pull up one of those tracks live. As they say, do it live. And see how it sounds. Okay, let's open. Of course, it didn't, it's not reading the drive I just plugged in. I'm waiting on a hub that's going to be powered to give more power to this system because I have so many things that I plug into it. Let's try it this way. Okay, now it's reading it. There it is. AI singers. Let's pull up. I'll pull up something that's up tempo. For the rest of my life, we'll bring that up. That's up tempo. All right, and 134. So I see the tempo. 134. Excuse my head. I got to look at this, find the tempo. 134. See if I can use these beats. You know what? I'm gonna have to punch it in because this button is so. 34. There we go. Enter. Let's see how this works. So I gotta try and match this up. For the rest of my life, AI singers. I did this one earlier with the software. So let's see if I can map this over. At 134 beat, putting a loop on it. So I gotta try and match the loop points for the rhythm. Let's see how this does. Getting feedback. There we go. Why is that still? We disabled the MIDI on here. Oh, that's why, because I have to assign different voices. Let's assign Felicia and let's assign Sorrows. And I'm going to have to map in the vocals. We're doing this live. Properties. Huh. All right, let's do this. Kill that. Oh, here we go. And map in you. Alrighty, let's see how this works. All right, software is not cooperating, so apparently there is a issue. Who's still here? There's another way of doing this. If the software would cooperate, and it's not window capture. Okay. It's not allowing me to create any new prompts, so I may have to bring this to an end. So I can restart the software. I got away with it the last time. Give me a second. Let me restart this software and see if I can stay live. If not, I'll just come back with a different channel. See ya. Okay, I gotta see if I came back. And yes, now I can do what I want to do. Let's audio capture. Application.
For the rest of my life, I'll serve the Lord. For the rest of my life, I'll serve Him.
All right, now you can hear the audio singers.
For the rest of
And let's see if I can match up the tempo.
I'll trust Him.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
For the rest of my life, I'll serve Him.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and
For the rest of my life, I'll trust Him. Been so good to me. Yes, set me free. For the rest of my life, I'll serve the Lord. I'll serve the Lord. I'll serve the Lord.
all right, so the loop is a little bit off. But yeah, you're getting to see what's going to be happening up here. Let's see. I'm going to change that sound patch also. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Let's change this. Okay, let me hear. And drum patch. And let's set it down to 134. Okay, let's do it like this. 1, 3, 4, enter. What do we got? No. Double it. See if that matches up. Now I gotta try and match it up with the audio.
For the rest of my life, I'll trust Him. For the rest of my life,
A little bit faster.
I'll serve Him. For the rest of my life, I'll trust Him. Been so good to me.
All right, that's gonna be an issue trying to match all these things up.
Yes, set me free. For the rest of my life, I'll serve the Lord. I'll serve the Lord. I'll serve the Lord.
All right, so that's what's going to kind of be what some of the things that's going to be happening here. I'll be creating demo files and putting them on my other channel called Samuel Tolbert, which you may or may not know about. There's another channel that I have. I've had it for about 6 years now. Got a few songs on it because I was going to make that a strictly a music channel. So that's what this room, this Studio B, is going to be about: creating those files and placing them over there, you might say. Not sure who's still here. But it's been about an hour, and I'm going to bring this to a close. We did do the one viewer request that was on the list. Let me just verify there's not another one I could do real quick. The easier ones, I can do them real quick. Can you do Ain't No Turning Back by Tim Rogers? And the version is where he was in the studio. Ain't No Turning Back. Not familiar with that song. Oh, and there was a request. Kindly do a breakdown the key of F. My Jesus, I Love Thee. That was a family radio song in F. Hymn songs stay with me, particular melody, especially when they haven't been morphed into something different. So for the viewer who requested My Jesus, I Love Thee in the key of F, it's just generic chords built around a melody. Let me just take care of that. Let me see. The 1, stay in the 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. Stay in the 1 repeats. You can pass down to the 6 through the 7, 2, 5, melody at the top. The 3, 4, 3, 2, stay in the 2 to the 5, 4, 3, 6, 2, sharp 4, which is more of a contemporary sound, to the 5, back to the 1, you go 7, 6, 3, 6, 7, 1, 3, 6, 3, 4, 5, 1. Now, those are the very generic chords. I often say generic chords. They are the chords that are the part of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 of the number system. Well, most of your hymns are based off of. So the number system will get you into the song and through in a quick. But once you begin to apply additional chords, support chords, passing tones, maybe a little bit of jazz feel, that's when your education needs to be enhanced to be able to look beyond the number system and feel the song. chorus. I really don't like messing up a hymn with too many chords. But that'll get you through. This is for the viewer who requested that, and I'll put a link in their comment to this video. All right, so there was another request for I'm listening to the stream and it looks like it's just breaking up on me, so I may have to redo all these again. And I did do some things with the stream, so it must be coming out horrible. I may have to kill the whole stream if it sounds this bad. Can't have a bad stream. Yeah, it sounds bad. So I'm gonna kill the whole stream. Thank you for those who were here. Let's see. This part I may kill. But thanks for coming in. And I may have to do this again in the main system until I get this one tweaked.